The pancreas has several jobs in different systems. The first job that we're going to find for the pancreas is the secretion of enzymes for the purpose of digestion. This uses the pancreatic cells called acinar cells, which have a good bit of rough endoplasmic reticulum, which of course has ribosomes attached for the purpose of producing those enzymes, which are proteins, and zymogen granules. So zymogens are inactive or not mature, not active enzymes, and zymogen granules would be little membrane-bound sacs of those not quite ready to use enzymes. The other function of the pancreas is going to be endocrine, and in that instance, the pancreas is going to secrete hormones for us, specifically for the control of blood glucose levels, and those hormones are going to come from clusters of cells, little rings of cells called islets or islets of Langerhans, and they're going to produce primarily two hormones, insulin and glucagon, which work in opposition to maintain our blood glucose levels. We'll talk about those in our next chapter. For now, our focus is going to be on what we call the exocrine function of the pancreas, which is its secretion of enzymes. So the pancreas produces what is generally called pancreatic juice. It is a fluid, so it has water content containing bicarbonate that is produced from these acinar cells, and that bicarbonate is going to be directed into the pancreatic ducts along with enzymes that the acinar cells produce and electrolytes or charged particles. The body is going to produce around 1.2 to 1.5 liters of pancreatic juice each day for the purpose of assisting with digestion. And pancreatic juice is secreted in 3 different ways, as is noted here at the bottom of the slide. If chyme that contains acidic hydrochloric acid from the stomach enters the duodenum, then that causes a hormone called secretin to be released, and secretin stimulates the pancreas to make pancreatic juice, especially with bicarbonate to neutralize that acidity. If protein or fat-rich chyme enters the small intestine, cholecystokinin is released, and that causes enzyme release from acinar cells, while it simultaneously causes gallbladder contraction for bile entry into the duodenum and also opening of the hepatopancreatic sphincter. And then last but not least, our vagus nerve can stimulate the pancreatic juice secretion. Let's take a look quickly at our pancreas. So this yellow structure that we have here is our pancreas, this structure. And we know that the duodenum that we were just observing curls around the side of that pancreas. So this is our duodenum, our C-shaped 10-inch first portion of the small intestine. And we have about mid-duodenum that hepatopancreatic sphincter that is going to be the place where both bile and pancreatic juice enter into the duodenum. So we can see on this diagram inside the pancreas these little bit darker yellow tubes, which are the pancreatic ducts that will carry the product of the acinar cells into the duodenum by way of the hepatopancreatic sphincter or the ampulla of Vater. Next, we'll come back and take a look at the pancreatic enzymes that are produced by these acinar cells of the pancreas, which make up the majority of the pancreas.